favorite projects in 2021 was our visit down to Nashville and my friend Shirley Burns. We did a beautiful job on her kitchen and doing her countertops, her fireplace, but we also had a moment to do a sit-down interview. Shirley is a 25-year cancer survivor, and she has such an amazing spirit. I hope you take a listen to this interview.
46, in the year 2000, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, so that was a little bit...
not what you were thinking was going to happen.
Not
on
my journey. You know,
right.
It's like it just caught us so off guard, and I was so in shock. And of course, I planned my funeral and wondered who'd be there and all that. You know, at that time, and it's when you hear the cancer word, it's very scary. But you know, I said, okay, let's buckle up. Pat said, we're all buckling up together, babe. We're all going to help you. You've got a group of friends and great family support here, and honey, we'll do whatever you want to do.
So 20 years later, you've been battling it in every form coming. You keep getting another form.
Yes, liver, ureter, bladder, and brain in 2020 during COVID. And so Pat said, it's time for us to get rid of our big home and scale down. And, you know, we didn't know where we were going to go because we got a grandson and daughter, and son-in-law moved to Nashville after he retired from the Marine Corps 28 years. And been coming to Nashville quite a bit to see that grandson. Anyway, so he's 7. And so we said, let's sell our home and see what we're going to do, Paula. And we put the house on the market during COVID in May. And so we had to take it off for a little while because my immunity, we was a little afraid, you know, of what might happen. So anyway, we put it back on in, I think, July. And we sold that sucker in October, and we didn't know where we were going to go.
You sold your house out from under you.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
And so we're like, well, I guess we'll get an apartment.
What's meant to be, right?
Yeah, we'll get an apartment in Dallas, one in Nashville. So my wonderful Dr. O'Shaughnessy, who has just been my angel on this earth, she's the greatest oncologist in the world, said, I know a doctor in Nashville, Shirley, that I would let take care of you. I've done research with her.
Which you had to have.
Which I had to have because I really didn't think I could leave Dallas because of the fabulous team I have there. And, you know, she said, I'll let her do that as long as you come back about every 8 weeks. Let me still be the boss. And I was like, that's the only way I'd want it.
Sure.
Because Pat has journaled my whole journey, and it's amazing the notes he takes. You can go back and see what she said on a certain day. So I did a lot of study drugs for her. I've done so many different types of drugs for cancer and hoping it would help somebody else. And so Dr. O tells me that I'm a miracle, and but she really tells me that most of it is my attitude. And I really have, you know, I have a down day, but it doesn't last very long. And Pat will tell me, he'll say, well, you know, I might have a day I don't feel so well. You know, we have those days anyway if you don't have cancer, you know. So I just take that day and I'm kind of crash and sleep. The next day I'm up and he'll say, honey, I can tell by the pep in your step today you're feeling good. So I've done chemo 3 times, lost my hair 3 times, got my wig on now because I got some ugly hair under here, got my eyelashes on like Dolly. So, you know.
But you look beautiful.
I thank you, sweetheart. But you know what? You have to work at it.
Sure.
And I've really been an advocate for a lot of people. They'll call me, anyone that I hear that has, you know, is so scared and don't know what to do. And if I can help them, that's what I would like to do, is be an advocate for people that don't have an advocate. So many people aren't as fortunate to have the support team of my friends, you know, Christy and Melissa and Diana, all of my Dallas friends that did a meal train for me forever because I was sick, and they'd leave it on the front porch. And sometimes Christy comes stay 2 or 3 days and just cook all my meals for me. So, you know, some people don't have that. And they don't, Paula. And what could we do? How could we somehow help these people that don't have anybody?
So you're answering my question, but what advice would you give someone who got that diagnosis today, if someone asked you that? Yes. What words could you even say to someone who thought they would write their eulogy?
Well, I would say, number 1, acknowledge it, process it, and then figure out a plan and work the plan. Because there's always a plan, and sometimes we have to veer from a little plan, but get a plan and have a goal and not see an end to that. I'm going to beat this. I've got great medical care, and there's so much out there now that even in 2000 that I didn't have the opportunity to use And I've done
maybe knowledge is a great help.
Absolutely.
And not feeling sorry for yourself.
And don't go on the internet and research, because my doctor told me that, because if you do,
you'll feel
you're
sorry
going to
for
be
yourself.
Debbie Downer.
Oh, I bet. I'm sure.
Because everything out there is not true about it.
Mm-hmm.
And you are your own person, you're your own thing. And the other thing that I can say first and foremost is I've been fortunate to find it young.
Mm-hmm.
So know your body.
Mm-hmm.
If something changes about your body, don't wait, because early detection, especially today in 2021, is absolutely the best that we can have. To go check it out.
Right.
I don't care if you get this little thing, it looks a little funny. Oh, just wait, I'll go. Go check it out, because it's so important.
Well, it doesn't have to be a death sentence, obviously, because you were diagnosed
not.
20 years ago.
That's right. And you know what? I remember thinking, I planned my
death
funeral, wondered who'd be there, and wondered who wouldn't be there, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So,
You're living proof.
Oh, well, you know what? I'm still running fast. I'm going to try to catch up with you, because you run a little faster than I do.
Well, I don't know about that. I'm slowing down for sure. So here we go. Let's get started.
Wait. Let's go, girlfriend.
All right, let's go.
I love you.
I love you.
Like and follow for more great DIY tips.